Classic right here, guys. Heart of Darkness. Joseph Conrad, one of Hunter Thompson's big heroes, who said one of the favorite Thompson quotes of Conrad is, "Life is short and art is long and success is very far off. So stay grinding." That's the lesson. Heart of Darkness. What do we got? This is what they based Apocalypse Now on, the movie. Of course, Coppola, Brando, Sheen, Duvall, all our boys. Fishburne. It was yet a visit to the doctor. A simple formality, assured me the secretary, with an air of taking an immense part in all my sorrows. According to a young chap wearing his hat over the left eyebrow, some clerk, I supposed. There must have been clerks in the business, though the house was as still as a house in a city of the dead. Came from somewhere upstairs and led me forth. He was shabby and careless, with ink stains on the sleeves of his jacket, and his cravat was large and billowy under a chin shaped like the toe of an old boot. It was a little too early for the doctor, so I proposed a drink, and thereupon he developed a vein of joviality. As we sat over our vermouths, he glorified the company's business, and by I expressed casually my surprise at him not going out there. He became very cool and collected all at once. "I'm not such a fool as I look," quoth Plato to his disciples, he said sententiously, emptied his glass with great resolution, and we rose. The old doctor felt my pulse, evidently thinking of something else the while. Good for there," he mumbled, and then with a certain eagerness asked me whether I would let him measure my head. Rather surprised, I said yes. When he produced a thing like calipers, he got the dimensions back and front in every way, taking notes carefully. He was an unshaven little man in a threadbare coat like a gabardine, with his feet in slippers, and I thought him a harmless fool. "I always ask leave in the interest of science to measure the crania of those going out there," he said. "And when they come back too?" I asked. "Oh, I never see them," he remarked. "And moreover, the changes take place inside, you know." He smiled, as if at some quiet joke. "So you were going out there. Famous. Interesting, too." He gave me a searching glance and made another note. "Ever any madness in your family?" he asked in a matter-of-fact tone. I felt very annoyed. "Is that question in the interest of science, too?" "It would be," he said, without taking notice of my irritation. "It would be interesting for science to watch the mental changes of individuals on the spot, but—" "Are you an alienist?" I interrupted. "Every doctor should be, a little," answered that original imperturbably. "I have a little theory which you messieurs who go out there must help me to prove. This is my share in the advantages my country shall reap from the possession of such a magnificent dependency. The mere wealth I leave to others. Pardon my questions, but you are the first Englishman coming under my observation." I hastened to assure him I was not in the least typical. "If I were," said I wouldn't be talking like this with you." "What you say is rather profound and probably erroneous," he said with a laugh. "Avoid irritation more than exposure to the sun. Adieu. How do you English say? Goodbye. Ah, goodbye. Adieu. In the tropics one must, before everything, keep calm." He lifted a warning forefinger. "Du calme, du calme. Adieu." Stay frosty. Doctor's orders. Nice Hurricane Hillary rain buffer here. Keep those cars at bay. No idling, please. No idling. Just chill. Turn the AC off. What's up? What's up? Roll the windows down. Let that beach air in. A nice breeze. And keep reading books. Reading is good. One love.